New dockyard. This is all 12.7. So that's we're on 12.5 right now. The next patch is 12.6. So this is what's coming up afterwards.
It'll be
As Pac
August.
mentioned, Lucian's coming out. Tan Yun dockyard. Where's Tan Yun?
It's time for
Tanyun, China?
Google
It's,
time. I searched Tan Unit. I got a person. What if I specify dockyard?
Can be completed during 12.7, 12.8, and the first three. That's a long dockyard.
Okay.
Can't find it. Any information on it.
It's,
Also, it's your 10 dockyard.
it's in the Huan province, but the only thing that I have is a school that's based there.
Okay, where's the Huan province?
Let's see.
Oh, that's why they're
Central
premium.
China. It's right in the middle of China, so no, that doesn't make sense.
All right.
That's why Taiho and Essex are being premium, because they're pretty much being the same like the Concorde and whatever the other one was.
I like how they forgot to put the link to the dev blog. Oops. First appeared in update 12.6. Alright. Main purpose test new mechanics of squadrons, sea mines, and smoke generator. So yeah, Taiho and Essex are definitely for that mode. I was right, y'all were wrong. Haha.
These planes look super slow for tier 10s.
Mm-hmm. 176 knots, 128, 131.
Yeah, the torpedo bombers on the Essex. Oh my goodness.
165 to 135. Their hit points. Yeah.
I'm just
tell
looking at the midway just to compare it. I don't know this now.
Well, it's midway stock torpedo bombers.
Mm-hmm.
With
So
torpedo
the same
sight settings
as they
from
did on the-
Lexington.
Did they update the look of both? Like, it looks like that they updated the look of Tahoe and Essex a bit.
Oh, well, I mean, they might as well. The models have been out of circulation for, what, 3 years
Yeah.
now?
Oh!
I think 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until Zath gets it on stream, but I see what
Thank
someone
you.
meant by what they were saying earlier.
Mhm.
Alright. So,
How do the ships work?
and they're also Tiny Tims with the attack, and it looks like they're the stock aircraft for that too, so that's interesting. Taiho's aircraft, so, okay, so this is Minefield, Essex is Mines, and then Taiho is Smoke.
Okay,
Okay.
I like that.
So then we've got... Rockets from Shokaku.
Oh, Taiho seems to be a tactical squadron for the attack aircraft again. Right?
Tactical aircraft.
6 per squadron, 6 on deck. That seems like a tactical.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
It's shifted
It
from
is a
torpedo...
tactical currently on the tier 8 version on the PTS. So it would kind of make sense to be tactical again.
I don't know that I like this. The idea that Taiho's damage focus is shifting away from torpedo bombers to other squadrons. That seems kind of odd, but okay. Did they do the same thing with the Americans?
Kind of. The torpedo bombers on the American one is stock too, but the thing is with the
Yeah.
American one, the torpedo bombers is not the main weapon of the American one, so it doesn't matter as much as it does for the IGN.
Right, exactly. Okay. Let's keep moving on down.
Well, this is all preliminary, so everything's subject to
Mhm.
change.
You can take subs into it. They can interact with minefields. Cool.
So the mines might be a good anti-sub tool.
Well, they take a
Well-
long time to arm, though.
Yeah, but so if you place them at the beginning of the match, it can maybe hold off, it's like stop us up from running.
I wonder
into
if
the
the
cap.
submarine can actually even see the mines.
Yeah,
Imagine being a sub player and you just spontaneously blow up because mines you couldn't see.
I mean, how would it see it?
sonar
like,
detection.
With the
But
hydrophone during the
Yeah, that's the
consumable?
only thing I
That's
could think,
kind of the
yeah.
only way, right?
yeah,
And then going into clan battles, we've got super ships and tier 10 ships in clan
A
battles.
super sick. They're locking it down to 1.
Back to
Mhm.
7v7.
And no aircraft carriers and no subs. Okay.
Oh, here's
Ooh,
where all the
I
new
like
Shackovs are going to come out.
What the hell?
I like the
Yeah,
changes to the rank.
That's what I saw
systems.
earlier. That's what I saw earlier that I was going to wait on making a comment on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Huh.
because I remember seeing someone in the chat earlier say something about tokens being removed. And
Yeah,
that
I
they're
saw that as
doing-
well.
And when I saw that, I finally understood what they meant.
I was
So
wondering
they're-
what they meant too.
Yeah, they're just simplifying it.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, I didn't even think about all the condays that are going to be in clan battles. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
and
take
I
a
have
week,
one,
and then they're gonna
so-
put out a restriction and ban the conda from the clan.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably gonna. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me.
They're gonna do what?
They're probably going to ban the conday or restrict it so you can't run certain ships with it.
They need to. Thing is, then you can run something like Annapolis as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Okay.
insignia selection update.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
Yeah, be able
allow-
to make custom insignia is kind of cool, but I feel like
Yeah.
some things that should not be, or that are not really, what do you call it, PG would be
Yeah.
included now.
Well, it's gonna be funny, right? How many different phallic objects can you create using this tool? That's gonna be
They're
interesting
only
to
gonna-
see.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
you
pretty
can
sure they
technically
only
just a
have
little
the,
event for
the
that.
symbols that are already in there, right?
Yeah.
And just give a little bit more customization options on the colors and stuff. Like it's
Right.
not that you can just put the torpedo out of one of the symbols where the seal holds it and move it a little bit so it looks like a
Thing.
phallic object.
Uh-huh.
Helicopter.
Categorization is there. Improved rendering technology. The patches will look more realistic, guys. That's important.
Oh
That-
my
that's
god,
totally-
I've been complaining about it for years.
I'll tell you
now.
guys, if you haven't played World of Warships in like a year or something, now's the time to log back in for these
Yeah.
realistic patches. I've been telling Wargaming, stop with all the new stuff and focus on quality of life. And this is to be fair, quality of life. But it's not the life we're talking about. It's not the quality we're talking about. Put your time and effort into something else.
You
Wow.
should be
Unclear.
more specific, Thas. It's
Yeah.
your fault.
It's my fault.
Instructions unclear.
Unique upgrades are added.
Remember, what are
Ooh,
you running?
ooh, ballistic tip.
Oh, look.
Ballistic tip. Okay.
What a great name. Great name.
Yes, a very.
All
Yes, yes. You take this tip.
That looks bad.
I don't
I
know
wouldn't
how
do
I feel
it.
Yeah,
So,
including if ever you're going to be sacrificing consumables on the Petropavlos. I mean,
Yeah.
radar,
No.
radar you can sacrifice. I'm fine with that, but like
Heal?
heals and all that sort. No, you do not want to sacrifice that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
don't like that.
interesting.
10% damage is basically like it's
That's-
good on a per salvo basis, but overall that's less DPM than just having the reload mod.
yeah, well,
I
say
mean,
Yeah.
you increase the spot of the reload mod, you get a smidge more damage and a tiny bit better dispersion, but you also lose a heal.
I can't remember
doing
off the top of my
reload.
head. Isn't there a commander skill that gives you extra AP damage?
Yes,
Yeah.
5%
Yes,
5%
heavy
extra
AP.
AP damage.
So, I mean, you could go all in that way, but still.
You still lose 12% DPM,
Mm-hmm.
and you get that maybe back with the 10%, but only on the AP.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
I'm
more
gonna-
accurate, but you lose
I'm gonna do the
the
math real
consumable.
quick to see what the AP shell damage would be with that mod and this
Go
captain
for it.
skill.
Go for it. Thank you, Bach. All right, and then Manfred has aerodynamic torpedo stabilizers. In other words, Pearl Harbor torpedoes.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Or that would be hydrodynamic, I suppose. But anyways, torpedo bombers 15%, max torpedo damage 10, arming distance 10.
Oh,
Decreased
I mean-
by 10.
This feels like a straight buff. Like nothing is bad with
That's
this.
it. Should have had it to begin with. You shouldn't have a module, in my opinion,
Oh, I
for it.
I mean,
The
Okay.
module should be something a little bit different.
the downside, this has no negative effect on it, yeah, but
Mhm.
you lose the torps, you lose the speed for all of your
Right.
plane types.
Yeah, you
Just
you
the
lose
Yeah.
5%
torpedo is a
speed,
bit-
or you lose aircraft health.
You basically
it
are
makes
forced
it
to go
so
into
that-
torpedoes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. The torpedoes are the most consistent weapon of
Yeah.
the Richthofen.
That is
since
true.
They nerfed the AP dive bomber dispersion.
I mean, I get it.
Well, and
One of
also when you look at it, like for Richthofen, their torpedoes are perhaps its best defense when it comes
Oh.
against aircraft
Destroyers.
I did-
destroyers. My brain just decided to go completely off for a second.
I did the
Um,
math. If I'm not
okay.
mistaken, it goes from doing 6,350 damage to 7,302 damage.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's
So it's
actually
About
Doesn't the
1,000,
ship-
almost 1,000 damage increase.
That's
With
a
the
pretty
captain
Doesn't the
skill.
good
shipbuilder
trade.
app has it on it?
Hmm?
Doesn't the shipbuilder app has the module for selection available, so you get the
I
calculation?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's continue on. And Cthulhu pointing out this allows torpedoes to be dropped from a higher altitude without breaking up, right? That's why I said if it was hydrodynamic, that would be like Pearl
Yeah.
Harbor torps. But anyway, now we go to something really spicy here. Trade in. For the first 2 weeks of 12.7, a special tab will be available in the armory where you can exchange certain Tier 5 to 10 premium and special ships for a significant discount on the purchase of other premium and special ships with doubloons. A significant
trade in like in tanks.
discount.
And if ever you read, like underneath it, about the whole thing about the exchange, if the exchange ship offered a discount greater than the value of the purchased ship, the exchange takes place without additional payment. The difference in value is not compensated.
Yep. Yep.
And
So
then they'll share more
What-
details about it.
What I'm afraid here is like that they say specific ships. So
Mhm.
in certain tiers, so you're probably not gonna be able to turn in everything, and you're not gonna be able to buy everything.
You think
Chances,
they're gonna? You guys think they're gonna be the Nikolai's gonna be in this?
Mhm.
well,
I
mean-
wouldn't be surprised. Well, no, it won't because it's a tier 4. So no, I don't think so. At
no,
least
I
from my
could
end.
see it. I could.
Yeah.
It's saying you can exchange tier 5 or 10 premiums, but it doesn't say what tiers of premiums you can exchange it for.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
There's-
true
there's one-
enough.
They
There's one
completely
ship.
pulled the Nikolai from the containers as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
the one ship I don't really have.
Rare ships that are difficult or possible to obtain are exchanged for a larger discount. So the point here is they're going to make you toss away one of your ships or multiple and then get something else instead. But you're probably still going to have to spend doubloons. You're
Yeah.
going to see people spending, I would say, a ton of doubloons doing this so they can get ships like Smolensk or perhaps even Enterprise. So
I
I
wouldn't
just
be
realized as well.
surprised.
If
I would
you
trade
have-
in a Thunderer for an Enterprise.
If you have a ton of coal, if you have a ton of coal, you can trade in the coal. If coal ships are on the list of ships you can trade in, you can trade in the coal ship and then just buy it back.
correct.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that would get you the discount on the purchase, so you still have to use the balloons, unless you go here, in which case that's just to me this reads like that's a horrible trade, you know.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think-
thrilled with it, but
I
if
mean, you
it's
have
the
to
people
look at that
are-
way. Like, if you have a premium ship you got that you're never gonna play, let's say for example, you bought the very first battle pass and got the tier 7 Aichi and Cruiser Tokachi. Like nobody plays
Mhm.
that ship, and if you can trade that in to get a discount on a ship that you actually want, I think that is a good thing.
Now, the one thing that I will say though is that we only will know more about information about this when 12.7 does come out and they explain it. So,
Yep.
so I think that like we can theorize, but I would suggest not really speculating because you might not know our
Well, I mean, you don't know what the rates are going to be. You don't know how much
Yeah.
doubloons are going to cost. You don't know what ships are available, what ships you can exchange, etc., etc. But I will say this: in my mind's eye, I'm looking at this. It's only really useful if you're trying to go for like those really rare ships that they don't offer anymore, like the ones I just
Yeah.
mentioned. Otherwise, I think you're better off just buying Santa containers and just rolling the dice for
Okay.
ships that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
now,
only
if-
ship I would see myself exchanging another ship for here is the Nikolai. because it is not obtainable any other way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of where I'm at too.
Now, if ever if ever I may ask everybody, what ships would you like to see in this? Like, forget theory and speculation and all that. What ships would be like the ones that you guys want to see?
The ones that are fully
Purchase or
removed.
that you can trade
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Dockyard ships.
Yeah, Dockyard ships. Yeah.
Warships-
Dockyard ships are a good
would be
idea.
cool. I would
Okay.
like to see the Enterprise back. I
Mhm.
think you can easily do it. The ship is not broken.
Yeah, it's not super. Like it's good, but it's not the best.
Cookie, collab ships, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see those. Wargaming has pretty much made it clear, unless they have the current license available to
Yeah.
give out that ship, like, they're not going to give it out or even have that as an offer. It'd be really
Right.
nice, but
Plus-
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
There's probably another link collab coming up soon since Azure.
Oh,
You know what?
I wouldn't be
really
surprised.
funny?
Yeah.
Mm.
Imagine if Wargaming made the summers available in that.
That's what I was thinking. They're,
Yeah.
Oh no! Especially just after people spent
Yeah.
$61 steel.
That
Oh.
would be hilarious.
Well, you know what? You might laugh at it, but hey, you're talking about people spending steel versus people who are probably going to have to spend
That is-
doubloons and get rid of
that
the
is
ship in
true.
the process.
Yeah.
Personally,
That is
I'd
true,
rather
yeah.
spend the steel because then I know I'm
Same.
getting something without the sacrifice in there.
It's kind of like using air miles, basically. Would you much rather
Yeah.
use air miles, or would you like to use your actual money?
Yeah.
Right.
At
So-
that point,
Obviously, this is going to come up again later. When we get more information, we'll do a separate Zath chat on this, and we'll talk specifically about this and why you should or why you shouldn't. But
it will
Also-
definitely be a good follow-up from this, I would say.
This may seem crazy to think about it, but what if they threw the kit economy in there and then they released it later in the
That-
feature and the armory?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if ever that happened, because
No.
it's still in testing, right? As I remember, like I've seen it a couple of times in random.
I
I
don't.
I
There's-
think
maybe.
it's too early for
It's a-
Kitakami.
It's a stretch to
Hmm.
think about, but what if?
there
12-7
is
is
the
too
potential.
early.
Oh, there's an ad.
12-7 is too early.
Yeah.
The ship's not gonna be ready by then.
All right,
I
let's
think
move
it's
on to.
perhaps another. No, sorry.
It's okay. We have a system of recommended upgrades for each ship. Okay, so it makes it easier for you to like not think, and then you just laugh because they programmed it in wrong.
I can't wait
Mhm.
for the system to recommend magazine mod 1.
I use Magazine Mod 1 on destroyers that are lower than Tier 8. A lot.
Honestly,
I
it's
mean-
it's great on any ship that you don't want to use a death flag on.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
You
Sure
know?
enough.
But-
Sure enough.
I can see it recommending it for a battleship.
Sorting my
do you
premium
really
special
wanna
ships
use
to
a
look for
death
garage
flag
seats.
on a, I don't know, Tier 6, Tier 7 destroyer?
That's what I
Probably
mean.
not.
It's
And
cheaper
you
that
don't
way.
have a torpedo mod on this tier that makes your torpedoes more vulnerable, so you
Mhm.
don't necessarily need the extra hit points and stuff on that either.
Right.
Right.
Battle type selection screens have been updated. Permanent battle types are displayed at the top. Temporary and seasonal are displayed at the bottom. New descriptions and updated existing descriptions for all battle types that are displayed when clicking the I button. Tooltips for certain battles that pop up when hovering over a battle type, showing limits on tier, ship types, specific ships, time until the end. Okay.
So that's nice.
This is a good
There is
quality of life. This is good quality
this
of
is
life.
a good quality of life. I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
One
This
thing
is
I've
better
told
than the
them.
patches.
One thing I've told them is if I select a ship and then go up to the battle button, why can't I hover over the battle button and it will say, in this particular battle with this particular ship, here's all the missions that you can accomplish.
That's
Right?
something that definitely we should have. I'm surprised we don't have it right now,
Right.
to be honest.
Because that cuts
Because-
out, like, if you're trying to work on a particular mission, and let's say you go into operations, and operations don't count towards that, you can see that there and be like, oh crap, I gotta change
That's
back to
the-
something else.
I was about to say, because like there is some of those missions where, like, what is it in Dockyard? Some of them you can do in random operation, but some of them you can't. And then then you kind of are trying to figure out, okay, which ones can and cannot do, and all that sort of stuff. That would definitely be like a very easier for players to understand. I agree.
So we got some new permanent camouflages. This is what you were talking about, right? Well, that's the Spanish ship, but then there's
Yeah, but
The
it didn't bring the
Fantastic.
Shalmar one. They did
Why
not bring
does
the
the fan-
Shopper one.
Task had a street lantern on.
I like
its
that
bow.
flag though.
It's the Hampshire camo. It's the same
Yeah.
one that the Hampshire has.
Yeah. Navigator
Just doesn't-
treasures patch and flag.
I like the flag. It looks nice. The bowler hat.
It's kind of cool.
Um,
And then
Why does the patch have the gears though and the
I
flag
don't
does
know.
not?
Steampunk maybe.
who
So they're
knows?
fine.
Ushakov flag, memorable flag, and then
Uruguay.
the National Navy of Uruguay. Do we have any Uruguayan ships in ships yet?
I don't
not
think
yet.
so.
No, not yet. Okay, well maybe there's a potential. And then underneath,
Wait, a flag container.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say. Added
Oh.
premium container flags from which you can get one of 97 cosmetic
With 100% probability.
flags.
Oh.
100% probability. In the case that you
I love
already
it.
have the container, you receive 15,000 gold. This is
I like
this is
that.
gonna get abused. This is actually gonna get abused.
I was saying,
Why?
people who already have the flags are just gonna buy them to get coal.
Yeah.
Maybe I can finally get my Immerman flag.
This is well, time out. First of all, this is a premium container. So let's be real, you're probably gonna have to spend doubloons to get this
True.
container.
Yeah.
So,
Right,
do you
yeah.
really want to spend doubloons to convert it into coal? There's no, in my opinion, there's no way to abuse that, right? What I think
mean,
is
if
going to
you're
happen
crazy
here,
enough.
I mean,
It says
buy
90
coal.
it says 97 different cosmetic flags. I'm willing to bet those are for premium ships that are up to, like, say, tier 7 or 8. Because if you look
Pretty
at all
much all
the
the ships
auctions,
They
right?
have
Those,
Admiral bundles, right?
right, and then, right, exactly. And then if you look at the auctions, those have almost all been, like, those flags have been for tier 10, 9. I think I saw a couple of those. So my guess is they're using this as a way to get people to get into the collection idea of getting all these cosmetic flags.
Okay.
Then, if you want the really good stuff, if you want to complete that collection, you got to bid on the lighthouse.
Yeah.
That's where my head's going on this one.
Hey, you know how you guys were talking about tornadoes?
Yeah.
You're getting one.
Turns out. Oh, sorry.
All right. So when it comes to flags, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm getting to the game.
Yeah.
And- I mean, the problem when you get all these flags that you collect, it takes forever to find the specific one that you want to put on. Now, I know there are some collectors there that want to put a specific flag on a specific ship, right, they came from. And that's all fine and fun and good and stuff. But, like, I don't know. To me, it's just... That's too much. Like, I don't have time. Like, Saipan B, here we go. I'm gonna go find my Saipan Black and equip that flag on my Saipan Black. To me, that's a huge waste of time.
It needs to be a search function, right?
Yeah, there does.
Well,
So
that's
you can
needed at this
search
point.
for
Like, how
it,
many
right?
flags do we actually have? 97, right? Is that the grand total, or is that just what they're providing us?
That's what they're
Is
providing.
coming in the container.
That's what they're providing. So how many-
Yeah, there's a lot more.
So
There's-
hold
there's a
on,
ton
captain's. I think we know in the captain's log, right?
Yep.
417 in total.
Yeah.
And that's not counting the.
Yeah,
regular-
you should be able to look it up.
And that-
I'm pretty sure if you can filter the flags in there, it's only. My assumption is it's only gonna be ship related flags. So
Yeah.
only the commemorative
Mhm.
flags for the 13 ships, I would guess,
Hmm.
Right. Right.
and that reduces the amount a little bit. I don't know if you can filter for that in the ship's log, by the way.
And like I said, for example, you know, DeGrasse is a good example of one that'll probably be in there. Because it's a tier 6 and nobody really cares about it, right?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Vampire 2, now that's a tier 10. That's something that they'll probably put in Lighthouse instead.
That's
there's the
also one yet that was never been available, right? All the tier 10 ships that were sold, like for Research Point or Stilo, though,
Mhm.
they never sold the flags for these. All the lower tier ships, when they were released initially, you
Mhm.
could buy that Admiral's bundle that came with the flag for the ship.
Correct. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's so many flags in the game. I like the idea that people can go and buy these and then complete most of their collection. But I still think that the real catch here is going to be like ships like the Druid at a tier 10, probably not going to be there. Veterans
No.
Mental Health Donor is not going to be
Probably.
there.
No,
Right.
I think the ones that chances are what you're gonna see is, as you said, like lower tier ones, or maybe, like Saint Sebastian. I'm just using examples of what I see on my screen, like Saint Sebastian's flag. Maybe.
Also, probably also
think-
flags for
What?
I think
the ones they gave out already.
Yeah,
When
Druid's
did-
gonna be in there, I think.
When did this flag get in the game, and why don't I have it?
Hey,
That's hilarious.
Wait, what? Where
I
is
want
it?
that
Hold on.
flag.
Right?
I want
Oh,
it.
sure enough. When did this come in?
It takes a paid actor to
It's-
sail broadside in front of the enemy team. Here's your award.
You know what it
That
could
must-
be? It could be
What?
whenever they upload those clips or videos of people like getting death struck on their main channel.
Oh,
they give
yeah.
that to the person that's getting hit. It's like a pity compensation. Like, hey, sorry, we exposed you getting clowned on. Have a flag.
Here, have a flag and maybe credits. Have fun. Maybe, or wait, hold on. What's the description say about it again?
I don't know.
This
I
is-
need to find out
It
about
takes a paid actor to sail broadside in front of the enemy. Here's your reward.
That's what I'm saying. I saw the description. That's what made me think that would be it.
Yeah, it has to. It must be something along the lines, or maybe it's a flag that's to be determined to be released.
Well,
Who knows?
There's a
And
lot
remember-
of flags in there that are just like.
I'm
I've been
just
there for a while.
scrolling through the wiki and see if I find it there.
A lot of these flags too are for specific events on specific servers, but of course they have to add it to the entire game. So
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
that could have been something that came out on EU but never made its way over to NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
those kind of flags will probably not be in the containers.
Yeah.
But what are
Paid
those
act-
flags? What did they
There
put those
is
flags
no
under?
information on the wiki how this was awarded or available.
Okay. Which Jolly Roger version?
I guess in the end it comes down for those containers how much they charge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what else is in them? Is it just the flag?
Or are you
there
able
gonna
to
be
get
3 things in
Yeah.
and you get, I don't know, a little bit of cold?
Well, no,
or
it's
whatever?
it said 100% chance of getting the flag, so that's guaranteed. So maybe
Yeah,
you'll
but
get
there-
you'll get like combat flags, perhaps attached to it,
I don't know.
or maybe it's just one single flag.
You guys think the flag container in the that you can get for XP is going to get modified to have a low drop chance of these?
I don't think so.
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think
No,
so either.
No.
Now, if they're going to put a specific container in that you can buy, if it's a premium one, and again, you're probably going to have to spend doubloons on it. So, unless you're like a hardcore collector, I really don't see it as something
Yeah.
that is worth going after.
Like, I'm curious, like, if let's assume you have to buy them for doubloons, and there is a flag in there that you want. How much would you spend per container for it?
How much are you
What would-
willing?
Yeah, what would be a
Yeah.
price you pay for one of those containers?
I don't know. I don't know.
And since
but-
that it is premium, but since that it's flag, so premium flag container, I think the max, at least that I would see, of spending it perhaps less than 500 dubs.
Tell you what, why don't we cut the video here, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and when it gets onto YouTube, let's hear everybody else's thought on that too. How many doubloons
Yeah.
are you willing to spend on a container that gets you these signal flags? And another question could be, what ships would you be looking to trade in for what other ships? So what ships are you going to get rid of? Are you willing to get rid of? And what ships do you want to get in order, to make that work for you? I'd be very interested in seeing what people say in their comments. So go ahead and put that down there. And yeah, well, let's see what people say.
And we're only 6 days away from 12/7, so we may not have to wait long to see.
No.
no.
12-6. 12-6 is next.
12/6. Oh, sorry. I thought it was 12/7 next. Jeez, I'm
No,
not
we're
on
in
updates.
we're in 12. Well, we're in 12.5 still.
Can't you tell that I haven't been playing in a while?
I hope they're putting these containers out on the PTS so you can already see which kind of signals are in there.